You didn't wake up today by coincidence. There's a divine reason your heart is still beating, your lungs are still filling with air. Heaven has a plan for you, but don't forget, the enemy also has a plot against you. Some of you are walking into this day carrying invisible chains, chains forged by words spoken against you, by whispers of doubt, by schemes planned in secret places. But today, in the name of the one who holds all power, those chains will break. The voice that told you you'll never make it will be silenced. The hidden trap set for your downfall will be exposed and destroyed. You are not stepping into this day alone, you are stepping in under divine covering. This is not just another prayer, this is a battle cry. A declaration that the power of God is greater than every curse, every lie, and every enemy's plan. Today is the day you rise and walk in victory. Isaiah 54 verse 17, NIV. No weapon forged against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and this is their vindication from me, declares the Lord. This verse is not a poetic comfort, it's a legal declaration from the throne of heaven. It means that every weapon, every plan, every whisper designed to harm you has already been sentenced to fail. But notice, it also says you will refute every tongue. God gives you authority, but you must stand and use it. You can't remain silent when lies rise up against you. You can't shrink back when opposition comes. The same power that raised Christ from the dead empowers you to speak truth, to cancel curses, and to step forward in confidence. Today, walk knowing you are shielded. Heaven has already ruled in your favor. The enemy's case against you has been dismissed, permanently. Lord Almighty, I come before you this morning with the weight of every word spoken against me and the shadow of every scheme formed in secret. I do not come in my own strength, for my strength fails, but I come clothed in the righteousness of Christ, holding onto the promise that no weapon formed against me will prosper. Today I petition heaven's court, silence the voices that rise in judgment over my life. Let every tongue that accuses me be proven false in the light of your truth. Father, there are words I've heard that tried to take root in my heart, words that told me I'm not enough, that I will never rise, that I am destined to fail. But I reject them now in Jesus' name. I replace them with the truth of your word. I am fearfully and wonderfully made, chosen for a purpose, and equipped for victory. Lord, uproot every seed of doubt, every lie that tries to choke out my faith. Break the inertia in my spirit, Lord. Where I have hesitated, give me boldness. Where I have been still out of fear, give me courage to step forward. Teach me to move even when the path is not clear, because you are my guide. I will not be paralyzed by what the enemy says or does. I will advance under the banner of your authority. Father, I ask for strength that does not fade when the day gets long. Strength to speak truth when lies surround me. Strength to stand upright when everything tries to push me down. Let my inner being be anchored so deeply in you that no storm can uproot me. And Lord, as I move forward today, cut off the influence of every contrary voice. Remove their power to shape my thoughts, my emotions, and my decisions. Close the mouths of those who speak out of envy, malice, or ignorance. Let the only voice that guides me be yours, the voice that speaks life, purpose, and destiny. Even now, I see by faith the traps being dismantled, the nets being untangled, and the snares being destroyed before I step into them. For you, O Lord, go before me. You fight battles I cannot see. You expose the enemy's plans before they can touch me. Today I rise, not in arrogance, but in the confidence that comes from being loved and defended by the Most High. I choose to move forward with clarity, boldness, and unwavering trust in your victory over my life. Lord, I acknowledge that one of the enemy's most subtle tactics is not always destruction, but delay. He whispers, "Do it tomorrow," knowing that tomorrow often becomes never. He clouds the mind with distractions, burdens the heart with unnecessary weights, and fills the day with noise so that I forget the mission you've given me. Today, I petition you to cleanse my mind of every distraction. Remove the fog that keeps me from seeing what matters most. Let my thoughts align with heaven's priorities. Renew my focus so that I will not drift aimlessly through this day, but walk with intentional steps. Father, ignite a sense of urgency within me for the things that carry eternal value. Let me not postpone acts of obedience. Remind me that delayed obedience is still disobedience. Let my faith be active, producing works that honor you and advance your kingdom. Break every chain of laziness, hesitation, and double-mindedness. Where fear has made me pause, replace it with courage. Where uncertainty has made me stall, replace it with wisdom. Teach me to move when you say move, to speak when you say speak, and to remain still only when you command stillness. Lord, align my daily tasks with my divine purpose. Remove the activities that waste my strength but do not build my spirit. Let me work with excellence in what you've entrusted to me, whether it is small or great, knowing that faithfulness in little prepares me for greater things. I ask you to expose any hidden agreements I've made with procrastination, the silent vows that say, "I'll serve you later, Lord, when I'm ready." Forgive me for the moments I've known what to do but failed to act. Wash me clean from the passivity that dulls my calling. Father, make me a finisher, not just a starter. Give me endurance to carry tasks and assignments to completion. Guard me from the enemy's trap of endless preparation without execution. Let me take the steps today that move me forward in faith, even if they are small. Today, I declare that my time will no longer be stolen. Every moment will be sown into what brings you glory. The enemy's attempts to delay my destiny are canceled in Jesus' name. My hands will work, my mouth will speak, and my heart will believe until the assignment is done. Lord, I ask that you place a fire in my spirit that refuses to be quenched by excuses or weariness. Let that fire burn brighter than any distraction, consuming every reason I've given myself to wait. Today is the day to act. Today is the day to obey. And I will not allow the sun to set on wasted potential. Mighty God, I stand in the middle of this battlefield knowing that my fight is not against flesh and blood, but against rulers, authorities, and powers of darkness that scheme in unseen realms. I refuse to fight this battle with human strength or natural weapons. My weapons are mighty through you for the pulling down of strongholds. Today, I petition you to sharpen my spiritual vision. Open my eyes to see beyond what is visible. Let me discern the traps before I step into them. Let me sense the enemy's movements before they strike. And let me respond not with fear, but with faith-filled action. Lord, I ask you to fortify my spirit against every arrow of discouragement, every dart of confusion, every blow of intimidation. Let your word be my shield, protecting my heart from the lies of the adversary. Let your promises be the helmet over my mind, guarding my thoughts from despair. Father, I declare that no curse spoken against me will stand. Every word laced with malice, jealousy, or deceit will return empty to the sender. I cancel the effect of negative declarations made over my future, my family, my health, and my calling. I bind the spirits of fear, distraction, and sabotage, and I loose the spirit of power, love, and a sound mind over my life. I petition you to restore my vision where it has grown dim. Rekindle the dreams that you planted within me long ago, the ones the enemy tried to bury under disappointment or delay. Let my eyes lift again to see the horizon of promise you've prepared. Lord, give me the courage to fight for the vision you've given me, not just to hold it in my heart, but to advance toward it with every step. Teach me to wield the sword of the Spirit with precision, cutting through every deception, exposing every hidden snare. I speak life to every God-given assignment that has been stalled, and I command it to rise in Jesus' name. Every dark force working to suffocate my purpose is rendered powerless right now. I am covered in the armor of God, the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the readiness of the gospel of peace, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit. Father, breathe on my spirit again. Give me fresh clarity to see the path ahead. Let every false voice be drowned out by the sound of your direction. And as I march forward, let the enemy see not me, but the authority of Christ covering me. For I know that when you go before me, no opposition can stand. Lord, as I come to the close of this prayer, I rest in the truth that you are my defender, my shield, and my deliverer. You have heard my petitions, and you have answered with power. My heart finds peace not because the battle is over, but because I know who fights for me. I can breathe knowing that I am under divine protection. But even in this place of rest, I sense the urgency in my spirit. The victory you promise is not passive, it requires my obedience. It demands my alignment with your will. You have cleared the path, but I must walk it. You have given me authority, but I must use it. Lord, I ask you to calm the storms inside me, the anxiety that tries to rise, the doubt that creeps in at night, the weariness that tempts me to stop. Let your peace guard my heart, even as I stay alert to the enemy's schemes. Let me sleep tonight without fear, yet wake tomorrow ready to move again in faith. Father, remind me that my rest is not a retreat from purpose, but a recharge for the mission ahead. As I lay my head down, I lay every burden at your feet. I refuse to carry the weight you have already lifted from me. Yet I also refuse to return to the patterns that invited the enemy's influence in the first place. You have silenced the contrary voices today, Lord, but will I let them speak again tomorrow? You have exposed the hidden plans of the enemy, but will I walk right back into his traps? No. I cannot pray for freedom and still choose the chains. I cannot ask for clarity and still live in the fog of compromise. The truth is, Lord, you have done your part. Now it is my turn. So I stand in this moment between answered prayer and the action it requires. I know what you are asking of me, and I know that delaying is no longer an option. Because maybe, Lord, maybe the greatest danger is not the enemy's plan, but my own unwillingness to change. How many more times will God have to warn you before you finally act? The door is open, but it won't stay open forever. Choose to walk through it now.